Corrupt cops attack this innocent man and rob him of all his money, not knowing he is a martial arts master. Terry Richmond, a veteran who just wanted to enjoy his bike ride and music, was hit by officers Evan Marston and Steve Lawn. Instead of offering help, the so-called law enforcers handcuffed Terry, claiming he tried to flee. Terry, confused, explained he hadn't heard anything because of his headphones, but the cops were as stubborn as a locked bank vault. During a search, they found a backpack containing a mysterious package. Refusing to wait for a K-9 unit, the officers pressured Terry into revealing its contents. The package turned out to hold $30,000. Was it legitimate money? Terry insisted it was, to pay his cousin Mike's bail and buy a truck. The cops, their eyes gleaming like kids on Christmas morning, seized the cash and promised to return it in 30 days. Or not. Not one for bureaucracy or the officer's sarcasm, Terry biked straight to the courthouse. There, he encountered Elliot, a clerk as useful as a leaky umbrella, who informed him that Mike was being transferred to state prison. Thankfully, Summer McBride, Elliot's colleague and an aspiring lawyer, decided to help. Over an impromptu happy hour, she revealed that the local police often forgot to return seized money. As for cousin Mike, he had helped put dangerous criminals behind bars, and his transfer put him in serious danger. Summer suggested Terry quickly gather more money. He called Mr. Liu, a Chinese restaurant owner, who agreed to lend him $10,000. The turning point came when Terry decided to confront the officers. He filed a false police report describing the thieves as Evan and Steve. Their boss, Sandy Byrne, a character as trustworthy as a used car salesman, got involved and accepted a bribe from Terry to resolve the matter. However, on Thursday, when Terry returned to the police department, he discovered Sandy had expedited Mike's transfer. Terry raced to the prison bus, begging his cousin to request protection inside. Later, with Summer's help, he uncovered dirt on the cops and a judge involved in the scheme. When Terry finally confronted the officers and Sandy, he unleashed chaos reminiscent of Denzel Washington in Man on Fire. He retrieved only the $10,000, keeping his promise and left with flair, or almost. In court, Terry paid Mike's bail, but the police stormed in and arrested him. In the courthouse's underbelly, Sandy struck an amicable deal with Terry. He returned the rest of the money and advised Terry never to return to town. Oh, and he also revealed that Mike had been brutally attacked in prison and was in the hospital. What's curious here is how an ordinary guy like Terry got caught in such a legal police whirlwind. If I were in his shoes, I might have been less impulsive and sought a lawyer before confronting Sandy. But honestly, taking on corrupt cops was bold and strategically wild, perfect antihero energy. Summer realized something was wrong when she noticed a police car magnet on her fridge. Panicked, she called Terry, who stormed into her house like a hurricane. Finding her in the shower, "Don't worry, she's alive." Summer explained that the cops had drugged her with a substance she used in the past. The drama deepened because she feared losing custody of her daughter if she were tested again. Terry told her to go to work while he devised a plan. The next day, the complicit judge ordered Summer to take a drug test. Resigned, she handed over her urine sample while crying about her bleak future. Meanwhile, Terry got into more trouble when Steve shot at him without hesitation. Like any good hero, Terry fought back with a taser and fled to the countryside. He ended up in a Chinese hotel, always an unexpected place, where Mr. Liu patched him up. Terry then enlisted Summer to acquire burner phones. They decided to expose the police corruption. While breaking into the judge's house, they discovered a scheme where excessive fines funded the police department and local government. The evidence? Dashcam footage from police cars. Terry and Summer became modern-day ninjas, stealing the memory cards and setting the place on fire to cover their tracks. However, the operation didn't go as planned. Summer was captured while trying to retrieve her urine sample. Ever loyal, Terry tracked the kidnappers, captured one of the officers, and used the police radio to negotiate with Sandy. They arranged a trade-off at Rebellion Ridge at dawn. But Terry wasn't naive. While Sandy and his cronies waited at the agreed location, Terry broke into the police station and found the backroom safe. Sandy, desperate for the money, rushed to the safe while Terry armed himself to the teeth. Jessica, who was supposed to be an ally to Summer, arrived at the station and tried to mediate the chaos. She took the memory cards from Terry, convincing him to avoid violence. But not before Sandy shot Evan, another officer who suddenly decided to grow a conscience. At that moment, Terry, cat-like in agility, used smoke grenades to activate the dash cams, broadcasting everything live. He took down the thugs and saved Summer in grand style, driving a car loaded with evidence while Steve clung desperately to the outside. Summer, fed up with the drama, pushed Steve onto the asphalt. Jessica, redeeming herself at the last second, caused an accident, giving Terry and Summer the chance to escape. With Summer and Evan severely injured, Terry rushed them to the hospital. But he didn't forget the main goal: retrieving the car camera's storage drive to expose Sandy and his gang. A curious detail is that the movie used real locations for the chase scenes, making everything even more intense and chaotic. Now, if I were in Terry's position, I might not have had the brilliant idea of negotiating with the criminals initially. But one thing I definitely do: activate the dash cams like he did, because exposing crooks live is the kind of move no one sees coming. And now, I'll leave you with this fantastic video. See you there.